Hey guys, I am finally recording again, and as you can tell, I've decided to go back in time for Persona 4 Weird Boss Battles because I actually failed to put this battle up when I should have because I didn't have a save file for it. So now I have it. Congratulations. And as you might notice, there's no audio because I'm using a capture card with audio. For whatever reason, the capture card cannot put up audio. I don't know why that is, but for whatever reason, I cannot get audio on it. So for the next couple videos, there's not going to be too much sound besides me talking. And I'm probably going to try to get a new one because the one Matt Goldsman from GamersCast gave me is actually really bad. So I'm going to try to buy another one. I got plenty of money, so I'm just going to, it's just a matter of me finding a decent one now. And yeah, then I'll start putting up capture card videos with sound, and I know everyone's going to love it. It's going to be real great. So yeah, that's why I've actually been holding off on the recording lately, only because, you know, the recording with the camera had gotten very obnoxious. So this is actually a lot more convenient for me, and I'm sure a lot of people are going to respect this over what I've been doing with a camera, so whatever. Oh, and bad news is that my N64, of which I'd been doing my Paper Mario Let's Play on, had broken. I believe my N64 has broken because I can't get any games to play on it for more than 5 seconds. The games come up, but then they freeze immediately. Don't know why, but that's what's going on. So, hey, whatever. Okay, anyway, let's see. What I'm going to be doing now that I've got this capture card and I can't get Paper Mario to work properly, I'm just going to, once I'm done with Persona 4 Weird Boss Battles, which I'm actually hoping to finish today. I know, it's kind of a surprise, but I'm actually going to upload 3 of the boss battles left. I'm not going to show Shadow Chie because it's such an insignificant boss battle. It's so easy, and you can look it up anytime you want to very easily. So I'm going to skip Shadow Chie in this project and just show the other bosses. So besides Shadow Yukiko, there's 2 left. And I'm going to record them all today and then upload them all today. I should hope, anyway. Alright, so here we are. We finally started the fight with Shadow Yukiko. You might have guessed, but she's a fire-type boss, so it's somewhat obvious that fire's not going to have a huge effect on her. However, I don't think it really matters in this boss battle. You don't use fire too often here. Now I'm just going to run through my personas real quick just so you guys can see what I'm using. And so I can see what I'm using. I believe I still have this on normal difficulty, so this shouldn't be too hard. I actually recently beat the game on expert, which actually wasn't that hard. I didn't die on a single boss fight even one time. And the few times in the game that I did die, it was just BS in normal battles. So, you know, actually the playthrough went pretty well. I'm not going to show any clips from it though, so don't expect to see anything like that. Yeah, okay. So on to the boss fight. It plays out like most of the boss fights that I've already shown you. Just use your typical debuffs and buffs, and you should be okay. Now, in a different sense, though, this boss fight is more like Shadow Kanji, only because Shadow Yukiko summons a little ally. That is called the Charming Prince. He's actually a very annoying little bastard to deal with, only because he'll heal up Shadow Yukiko, similar to what Nice Guy does in Shadow Kanji's boss fight. And also, he'll just, I don't know, annoy the hell out of you with various moves. So, whatever. What I like to just have Yosuke do is continue attacking Shadow Yukiko with Garu, Doesn't have to sacrifice his health, only magic. Chie, however, I like to have her use Mabufu because, as you'll see, Charming Prince is weak to ice. So because he's weak to ice, that means we can dizzy him. And that means he'll be out of commission for at least a couple turns. Probably 2. And now we don't have to deal with his healing. Shadow Yukiko is only going to get tougher from here, though, I believe. Alright, the main character's already done what he needs, so I'm going to show you guys Archangel. Archangel is a very good persona to have early on in the game, because he has this handy move, Double Fangs, which is essentially 2 light physical attacks in 1 attack. 2 attacks in 1 turn, essentially. And for this early game, it's very much required, because the early game of Persona is actually really difficult. So, it's come to think of it, the first 2 bosses and the last 2 bosses are the toughest in the game. Surprisingly enough, but that's the truth. Alright, so we're going to have to deal with the BS healing of the Charming Prince. And I'm surprised Shadow Yukiko actually hasn't used one of her signature moves yet, which is actually called Burn to Ashes, I believe. It's actually a very obnoxious move to deal with, but it should be fine, I think. It's actually a fire move that Chie is surprisingly weak to, obviously, because at this point in the game we haven't maxed out social links. So Chie is weak to fire at this point. What I did on Expert to counter this is I actually got a persona with the ability Red Wall, which essentially nullifies weakness to fire attacks, or yeah, nullifies weakness to fire attacks, and that's what I put on Chie. But on normal difficulty, the game's not difficult enough to actually need it. So whatever. And Shadow, yep, finally used it. Finally used it. Hurt Chie pretty bad. She put a white wall on the Charming Prince. That means we got to finish her off this turn. What I'm gonna do is, her defense is back. We can probably beat her this turn. I really hope we can beat her this turn. I don't want to take the risk, though, so you know what I'm going to do. I'm going to heal up the party. And yeah, I'm going to pray that Yosuke and Chie can finish off Shadow Yukiko. This battle actually was pretty easy, although I'm surprised that Shadow Yukiko didn't use Burn to Ashes much earlier. Normally she uses it like when she's at half health, but this time she waited until she's at like 10%, surprisingly enough. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to finish her off. Yeah, I don't think so. That's not good. And there's no way I can kill the Charming Prince, so I guess our only hope is to hit her. And I'll just use a normal Bufu. Yeah, but it wasn't enough. Charming Prince is going to get up. This sucks. He's going to use Diorama, right? Oh, wow. Surprising. He didn't use it, which is good. And good. Very good. Alright. Had the perfect opportunity to kill us, but decided not to. I'm not going to even bother trying to debuff her right now, because I think we can kill her in this turn. And if we can't, well, the main character's boned, which it actually looks like that's going to be the case. Main character's at low health. Hopefully he'll live. I mean, hopefully he'll live. Alright, Mabufu. Let's see if this finishes her off once and for all. Does it? Yes, it does. Okay, good. Victory. Alright, guys. That's been Shadow Yukiko. Like I've said, that actually went a lot easier than it normally would. On Expert difficulty, that boss can get very difficult as well, because Burn to Ashes will take so much health out of the entire party. So even though I made it look easy, it is actually a lot tougher. And Shadow Yukiko also has one really strong physical attack, which she didn't use that fight, I'm surprised. But basically what she does for the attack is she takes that chandelier that she's sitting in and smashes it over one of the characters' heads. So it's actually really damaging. That's something else you gotta watch out for in an Expert playthrough. But yeah, I'm just basically cycling through the text because you can't hear it. I mean, if anyone wants to read it, that's good for you. Otherwise you're just listening to me talk. This video is actually going to be almost over, so I'm going to wait to talk about other things until the next boss fight video, which I'm actually not going to show the intro for two reasons. Because the intro for the next boss fight video is actually going to be massive spoilers to anyone who hasn't played the game. Because that boss could be the final boss of the game, depending on how you do the endings. And so I'm going to just skip the intro and get to the fight. And after that, I'm going to put up the final boss fight as well today, I think. So, yeah, pretty good. Pretty good. Recently I was in Matt Goldsman's, aka Gamers Cast's, Modern Warfare 2 Open Lobby. Now, I'm actually not a huge fan of Modern Warfare 2 online. It's typical online play. But private matches are actually very fun for me because you can fix the rules so that they are not so annoying. For example, noob tubes were not allowed. Knifing classes were not allowed. Over excessive camping wasn't allowed. I think, well, I don't know, a lot of the really cheap crap in the game was turned off, so I actually had a lot of fun. And I suggest that you all subscribe to DS21107 if you haven't already, because he's Gamerscast. He's actually got a lot of really cool videos. I decided to plug him in this video, but whatever, because I had nothing else to do. I'll talk more about the lobby in my next boss fight video, which is also going to go up today. So, yeah, very good. And we're going to be leaving this place soon, I think. So who threw you in here? No, I'm not going to do voice acting. Actually, that's not a bad idea, to do voice acting. Yeah, I could just do voice acting for all the characters. Whatever. Well, I'm not going to be doing voice acting for the next boss fight anyway, because I'm not showing the intro to it. I'm just going to get straight into it. And, okay, we're almost done here. I know it's a 15-minute limit on YouTube now, so I don't have to split this up, fortunately. Okay, it looks like we're almost done here. Yeah. Okay, so once I'm done with Persona 4 Weird Boss Battles, I'm probably gonna go back to Metal Arms, and then I'm gonna start something new, because Paper Mario I don't think is gonna happen, especially with this N64 problem. So, well, whatever. Okay. Classic Persona 4 humor right there, and I just bumped my mic. I apologize. Okay, so that's pretty much it, guys. We'll see you for the next video, which will go up later today as well. Bye.